Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in week 3 of the 2022 season here in the Premier Madden League. The Miami Dolphins are off to a nice 2-0 start to the new season. So are the New England Patriots. So on the line tonight on Monday Night Football, sole possession of first place in the AFC East Division. A low-key important game early in the season for both squads. The Patriots have still never beaten the Dolphins yet in this CFM, but it's not for a lack of close games. At least once a season, it seems like we get into a hell game against the Patriots of all different varieties, whether it's a low-scoring battle or it's an absolute shootout. The Patriots are probably overdue to beat us at least once. Is it going to happen tonight? Probably not, because we are going to be playing the Patriots CPU tonight. A slight letdown, I know, man. Trust me, I would prefer to be not playing the CPU and be playing actual people. As you guys know, I explain it like at least once a season. This CFM advances every 3 days, every 72 hours. At 10 p.m. on the dot, every 72 hours, this CFM advances. There's no early advances or anything like that. So you have 3 days to schedule your games, and I'm normally around for the games, unfortunately. Week 1 we played against the CPU, there wasn't even a guy around. Here, the Patriots guy just wasn't available in 3 days, so once again, we're faced with the option of either getting the force win or going against the CPU and just seeing what happens. And I've chosen one more time to play the CPU to give you guys something to look at and to try to avoid injuries that are not on my own watch. So 2nd down and 7 after Caden Stearns absolutely rocked James White's world. We have Khalil Tate running the ball. We have DeAndre Hopkins taking the baby out route all the way for a 29-yard touchdown. Business as usual for these Miami Dolphins, I suppose, as for the second time in 2 weeks we played a CPU. As you guys know, this is something that we have not done at all in this CFM, and we're in season 4 now. And it's kind of fluky the way it happened. Like the first week, it just so happened that the Bears didn't have a team because the guy just left, and then here we just end up playing against the CPU. So I really doubt it's gonna happen again, not just this season, but like for the rest of the year. But unfortunately, here we are. So we'll just kick back and try to enjoy stuff as Ian Thomas, I believe the tight end, makes the catch on 3rd down. I thought I had the pick there, but I guess not, as Darnold looking to pass, and Darnold able to deliver to what was that? Devontae Parker, yeah. Devontae Parker, remember that? We had him season 1. He is still on the Patriots, and so is Sam Darnold, who, as you guys remember, last season, the Patriots traded for Darnold from the Jets to be their franchise quarterback, as Michelle gets the little carry there. 3rd down and long here, looking to get the stop. Here's Darnold, just a check down, fine by us. Oh, definitely fine by Caden Stearns, who does it again. Back-to-back drives ended by the hard-hitting safety Stearns. Oh, that's a stern hit on Hopkins, who probably should have had his second catch of the game. That was a weird animation. That's going to be our second drop of the game there. That was a check down anyways. It's now 3rd down and long. Only a 3-man rush. And one more time, we're going to DeAndre Hopkins. Why not? Especially against the CPU. We can probably use and abuse DeAndre Hopkins a little bit, as we have Brashad Perriman getting the sweep right there. 2nd down. Baby out route. That is Jeremy Ruckert. And Ruckert has had a pretty productive early start to his career. Of course, that's the tight end we drafted late in the 2nd round out of Ohio State, and he's kind of getting the job done. Here we go to Perriman underneath, and that's just absolutely locked down man coverage by Jonathan Jones. 3rd down and 6. Oh, that's Hopkins getting the best of Stephon Gilmore, and once again, a baby out route gets the 1st down and the touchdown, but this time, it was Nuke beating Stephon Gilmore one-on-one. Nothing to really cry about there. Like, man, DeAndre Hopkins with that out route specialist, it doesn't matter who's covering him. You can beat them on an out or corner route, and we got to use that to our advantage. And like I said, especially against the CPU, because they won't be making adjustments like an actual user would. So we're at 14-0 early on, as one more time a 3rd down conversion. The CPU, man, they're not fun to play against because, pass rushes don't work as well against them, and they just throw dots, man. The CPU, they're just the best quarterbacks in the world. They go through their read progressions better than anyone. 3rd down and 3. Darnold, middle. Wide open James White right there for the check down. You think the CPU is going to miss a wide open check down like that? Nah, man. We just got to get stops. We just got to find a way to get a stop. Man coverage is definitely not the answer against the CPU, because man coverage gets so torched, man. At least for us. We don't exactly have a team that is built to be running man coverage. Hall and Xavier Howard are 2 top cornerbacks. They're more zone guys, as that is going to be a touchdown Okay, we had like, what, 1, 2, 3 people there, but it's going to be a touchdown for Harry, and it's not going to be a PAT, it's going to be a blocked PAT by Cameron Brown, the rookie, off the edge. So it's 14-6 instead of 14-7. We're not able to return it, but that is fine. So here we are, week 3, and once again, like a game like this can kind of knock us out of rhythm a little bit as we're trying to learn about our new squad and see how we match up against everybody. So we go from, CPU game to user game to CPU game, and more than likely not, a user game. Next week we play against the Bills, and this stretch of the season for us, this early stretch of the season, is very important. Like, even though we are early in the season, we play all 6 of our AFC East division games in the next 7 weeks, including this game against the Patriots, which is absurd. That never happens in real life, but that's what's happening here. That's nearly intercepted. That's probably pass interference because someone tackled Colin Johnson. I believe it's Jonathan Jones once again in the area. And yeah, easily defensive pass interference. I don't know what Jones thought he was doing there, but no way that's going to fly without a penalty, thankfully, as we have to throw that ball away on first down. Quick pass rush there from the Patriots as we hit Rashad Perriman on the bubble. Of course, Jakeem Grant out for the next 4 games, so thankfully we kind of catch a break. One of these 4 games is against a CPU, so you guys see Perriman's in the Grant role as take clean pocket up high. Johnson can't haul it down. It looked like he might have been able to get it, but the second defender knocked it out. 4th down, and we're going for aggressive play call, and it's gonna work. It's Hopkins again. Oh, it's not a touchdown. Down at the 1-yard line, maybe the 1-inch line as we run hurry up here. That's a touchdown to Lynn J. Dixon. Offense is flowing right now against the CPU. After I played the Bears CPU, I might have learned a thing or two about how to dot the CPU up, so we're kind of doing our thing out here. Patriots, we'll see if Darnold can continue doing his thing or if Caden Stearns can force another fumble. But yeah, back to the schedule thing. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, unfortunately, in an online franchise after season 1, they don't do what the NFL does in real life and give you a week 17 game against a division opponent. So it's kind of random. And not only that, we're playing all our games right now. So we go Patriots, we go Bills, we go Patriots again. Hopefully we can actually play the actual Patriots in that one, as we have an offsides penalty on us that is not even going to matter because Harry gets the first down. And then we play the Patriots. I think we play the Jets, and then we actually play the Packers, and then I think it's Bills, Jets, or Jets, Bills, or something like that to end the stretch. So, and then we have our bye week. So by the time we get to our bye week, we're going to know a lot about our season, where we stand as far as, potentially making playoffs or not, first round bye or not, all that stuff. Like, we're going to know more than we should, as Darnold, like, the CPU just has the pocket presence of God out there. Darnold's 13 for 14. I think his only incompletion was probably a throwaway. That is going to be a throwaway. Like, that would be a sack against anyone else, but the CPU, man, they know what they're doing. They got, poise out here, but right now, they don't got anything open. We're kind of locking up here with 50 seconds left in the first half. Darnold, 3rd down and 10. Hopefully, we don't give this one up, as we have McMillan here trying to cover the middle. Tight end on the curl. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Darnold buying all the time possible, and finally throws the ball away for the 3rd play in a row. I was just kind of flexing up Darnold's stats right there, and he kind of tanked them a little bit, but could have been a lot worse, man. Like I said, the user probably throws a pick or something there. Darnold, he'll just settle for the field goal. It looks like the Patriots have kicked 3 field goals, but remember, the PAT they tried to kick was blocked. We have a little bit of time left to try to make something happen for the end of the first half, so might as well try it here. Try to be a little bit aggressive, as the CPU got aggressive trying to blitz. We burn them with Hopkins yet again. Here's Jeremy Rucker up the middle. And this tight end, he just has sure hands, man. He doesn't drop anything, as you see that one more time. One that out route to Nuke, but this time we go middle to Colin Johnson to the 12-yard line. But that's our final timeout call right there. So we definitely have to be careful. Most likely shots to the end zone here. Khalil Tate, clean pocket, rolling out. Tate once again using his mobility, which doesn't happen too much, but right now we're getting a bit aggressive, and we get out of bounds. First down and goal at the 2, looking for Lynn J. Dixon on the in route, but that's going to be intercepted. That was probably a pass that was thrown a second earlier than it should have been, because I kind of threw it as an anticipation route, thinking by the time I threw it, Lynn J would run his in route, his dig route, and we would get, an easy touchdown, because he had a lot of space on that guy. But as we almost busted off a big kick return, I guess I threw it too early, because I threw it right to the linebacker. So So be it, as Jeremy Rucker, yet again, have yourself a game, young fella. Like, it is something we might be learning against the CPU. It's that Rucker might be the real deal. As you guys know, we drafted not one, but 2 tight ends with our first 3 draft picks in this draft, as Lynn J. Dixon nearly getting the touchdown. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it 28-9 before the end of halftime, but we're trying to do it to start the 3rd quarter, as we have a bubble to Perriman. Perriman just doesn't get slippery like Jakeem Grant. Like, he has decent juke move and all that, and, you know, obviously speed, as Johnson's got the touchdown. Colin Johnson beating J.C. Jackson on the fade, stays in bounds. Good pass from Tate, and now it is 28-7. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying, man. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Let's just transition to a 19-point game with 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. All we gotta do is just not give up a touchdown, and, you know, we might be able to just clock out the CPU here. But look at this time Darnold has. Like, it feels like season 1 Miami Dolphins football with the amount of time Darnold's getting with, you know, watching Derek Brown and Malik Harrison getting absolutely boxed up play after play. Like, you know, that's not happening against a user. I got frustrated. I tried to send a blitz right there. That didn't work. Unfortunately, Caden Stearns going to get one of his signature big hits, just a normal tackle. As you might forget, Caden Stearns also has secure tackle as an ability, so if he's not going to big hit someone, he's at least going to complete the tackle, as McMillan, also a player on our team with secure tackle. We're 3rd down and 7. It's going to be a perfect screen pass against the blitz, but Thomas Graham making a fantastic play as one of the blitzers on the play to eventually come back and tackle James White before he gets the 1st down, and probably a lot more, and the Patriots kick the field goal, up and good. Once again, the Patriots did not kick 4 field goals. They did get a touchdown, but they are down 16 points. 2-possession game as Dodson. Okay, not a bad kick return. He almost did that last kick return, so we might have something there. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was talking about Brashad Perriman. Yeah, look at the way Boston Scott's moving around out here. But yeah, Perriman just doesn't get slippery the way Jakeem Grant does, man. I feel like Grant, like, he breaks angles more. He just, you know, he's got more acceleration, even though, you know, they're almost the same speed. Jakeem Grant's acceleration stat, I believe, is 95. Perriman's might be 92 as we get yet another catch for DeAndre Hopkins. And now DeAndre Hopkins is taking over. He's on fire. Oh, man. I try to be smart and be like, yeah, let's not go to D-Hop against Stephon Gilmore. Probably should have, man, because I almost threw a pick. Should have thrown a pick. 3rd down and 4. D-Hop's on fire. Well, that's Cameron Brown on fire in the middle, but he's giving up a wide open pass to Brashad Perriman. Now, Perriman might be a better actual receiver than Jakeem Grant, but I would still much rather have Jakeem Grant. One, because that's been our guy since day 1. We don't have many day 1 guys on this team. Like, it's probably single digits, the amount of players we've had since day 1. One of them being like our punter, Matt Hawk. But besides that, you know, you got the 2 middle linebackers, McMillan and Jerome Baker. Who else besides that? Like, who else besides that? Like, Grant, and I'm not sure we've had anybody, like, you know, maybe some guys on the fringe of the roster, like Andrew Van Ginkel. We have had Xavier Howard since day 1, but that might be where the list starts and ends. Those, like, 7 or 8 guys. I can't think of anybody else to mind right now off the top of my head that's been here since day 1 on this team, since week 1, right? Technically Fitzpatrick, right? Technically Fitz, even though we let him go in free agency every single year. We'll include Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? He's getting overpaid. Ryan Fitzpatrick gets like $2 million from us, right? Like, we're letting him live a lavish life to get like -20 rushing yards this season, and hopefully we can get him to kneel down soon as we give up a touchdown drive to the Patriots. So this game is not quite over just yet, so it's not exactly milk and cookies time. You see, I'm trying to set up D-Hop. In the meantime, as they cover deep, we'll get an underneath route. No, I can say underneath. It's like a 20-yard post. They call in Johnson. They try to send the blitz. That's going to lead DeAndre Hopkins one-on-one against Stephon Gilmore. And now here comes Lynn J. Dixon juking, driving, and scoring. That should hopefully be the dagger. I mean, Darnold might be dotting us up, but time is going to be against the New England Patriots in this situation, as we definitely use double me to our advantage right there with DeAndre Hopkins, and yeah, D-Hop's having quite the game. Like, I'd love to get other guys involved, but right now we kind of need to win this game. Like, we kind of left it hanging in the balance for just a second there, so we got to take care of business as we run some man coverage out here that's getting torched so badly. At this point, I was trying to experiment a little bit with some defensive plays, and that's what kind of cost us last drive, as for some reason I ran out of bounds there. Like, you know, once again, not really locked in against the CPU, like, not exactly, you know, putting on our try-hard pants by any means against the CPU, just trying to, you know, get this game through, no injuries, all good, all good. Try to get us closer to getting Jakeem Grant back on our roster, but especially the man coverage right now is getting torched so badly. Darnold, corner, gets it, touchdown. X was in the area, but hey, man, this damn CPU, they just throw nothing but dots as we have Darnold. He's just the perfect pocket presence. I can't wait to not play the CPU again. I really do. I said it last time, man. I don't want to play the CPU again. That point still stands. I don't want to play the damn CPU, all right? There's a reason why I don't play these games in my spare time. I know offense to the people who do play against the CPU, but in a CFM like this, I'm not trying to play these guys, man. Like, maybe in my own free time, maybe I'll play against the CPU in a franchise, like some offline franchise by myself, trying to rebuild the team. I don't do that. I haven't done that since like Madden 12, but yeah. I'd rather play, you know, online for you guys, right? So that's actually not going to be a first down. So 4th down and 1. This is a sim league, so might as well punt the ball. If this was just me playing offline, I'd go for it there 100%. But you know, we're up 16 points. So let's not be too silly about this. Let's just get one more stop. Let's not give up a touchdown again. Can we give it up touchdowns on 2 drives in a row? Let's get the heck out of here, man. Caden Stearns just knocked that ball out from me one time so we could clock the rest of this game. 2nd down and 4. Oh, how is that not the game-ending interception for Thomas Graham? Gotta be robbed right there as Graham covering White underneath. But White's gonna break the tackle and thus lets him stay or go out of bounds, which stops the clock. Oh, that probably should have been a pick, man. Poor Thomas Graham. He's all over the place, but he's not getting rewarded for it as Darnold, the dot master, once again finding Harry. And at this point, Darnold is over 400 yards passing, man. Like, come on. Our defense, like, unfortunately, our passing defense is going to look awful after the first couple of weeks because these CPU quarterbacks are just absolute gods, man. It will be a one-possession game if the Patriots get this 2-point conversion. Pretty big situation. And in double coverage, he's got it to Harry. Oh, man, if we give up this onside kick, I'm actually going to lose it. Man. It's Colin Johnson, thankfully there, right place, right time. And I just kind of want to get a touchdown to DeAndre Hopkins and just put these boys away. Forget running the clock. Let Hopkins get it, but that ball hung in the air a bit too long. It technically counted as a double team because the safety was able to rotate in time. I probably should have sent someone else on a streak to distract the safety. Instead, Stephon Gilmore not only gets to stop, he gets the damn interception. And here come these Patriots. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion to probably send us to overtime. The defending Super Bowl champions might lose to the CPU and give up 500 passing yards to Sam Darnold, who once again just is living against the man coverage. And I'm still running it for some reason. Like, I'm still not locked into this one. We're about to lose. Like, I'm still just nonchalantly calling plays as Darnold is 8 passing yards away from 500 in the game. Timeout. Patriots, 30 seconds left. Darnold, nothing open. Buying time. And finally, we get a sack in this one. I believe it was Brown and Harrison combining for the pressure. 2nd down. Blitz picked up. Only 3 on a route. Darnold, end zone. Intercepted by Bryce Hall. That is game. Took a bit longer than expected as Bryce Hall apparently gets his 20th career interception. Thank you very much, Bryce, as we have Boston Scott juking out of bounds. And once again, man, like I gotta say, our defensive stats are getting a bit tanked out here. As for some reason, I'm not kneeling the ball. I'm just like, screw these Patriots, man. I'm just gonna run the ball a couple of times on them just because I was like, man, these Patriots wasted my time. I'm gonna waste theirs. Like, even though I'm risking like injury and all that stuff I was trying to avoid, I was just like, man, screw these Patriots. I'm gonna run it up on them a little bit. We're not gonna score a touchdown. I'm gonna run a little bit on them. Let our running backs get some stats, I guess. But yeah, we do get the victory and we potentially avoid disaster, just move on with it. Defense is going to look awful after these first couple of games. We just get up a 5. Like, we might just legitimately tanked our dude's confidence out here. DeAndre Hopkins with a monster game, 200 yards. That's a positive to take out here. Ruckert over 100 yards. The rookie tight end doing his thing. So there's some positives to take out of this one, I suppose. We're playing against the CPU. Also, we are 3-0, so that's cool. But I'd like to do it against actual users, which hopefully we can do next episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays, especially if you guys stuck it out this whole game. You kicked it with me for these last 18 minutes or so. Thank you very much. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you as always for watching.